get fear in maths. You have to find the path to overcome fear in maths. You will get success in that. To overcome fear in maths, you will get success in that.
Hello students, this is my third video on continuity. So today I will tell you about the properties of continuity. So this is the first property, that every constant function is a continuous function. So let me prove it. Now let fx be a constant function, that is fx equals to k. For all the values of x, the function will be equals to k, that is any constant value. So let me now take the limiting value of this function at the point a. At the point a, I will see that the limit x tends to a fx will be equals to fa, which is equals to k, because f of x is always equals to k. That is a constant function. So let me tell you the graph of any constant function. Let me draw the graph that this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is 1, 2. This is minus 1, minus 2. So let me take a constant function, that is y equals to say 2. So y equals to 2 will be a straight line like this. As you all can see, this is a continuous function as well as a constant function, because there is no break in this graph. So I can prove from here that every constant function will be continuous. As you all can see, that limiting value of this function will be equals to functional value at that point. Let that point be equals to a. So hence the first property is proved. So this is the second property of continuity. This property says that the identity function is always continuous. What is an identity function? An identity function is, say, fx equals to x. That is, the graph will be like this. For y equals to x, the graph will be like this. It is at angle 45 degree. This is a graph of y equals to x, which is an identity function. So let me now prove that the continuity of this function. Let limit x tends to a, f of x. At the point a, this limit will be equals to value f of a, which is equals to a, and as you all can see, fx is equals to x. So at point a, fa will be equals to a. Hence, I can see from here that f of a, that is the functional value of this function, at the point a will be also equals to a. So this is equal, and hence the identity function is continuous at the point x equals to a. So this is the proof of this second property. So let us discuss about the third property of the continuous function. If f and g be two functions and these functions are continuous at a, then the functions f plus g is also continuous at a. Let me prove it. If the function f is continuous at a, then limit x tends to a, f of x is equals to fa, and also for the function g, the limit x tends to a, g of x is equals to g of a. So by adding this this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So adding this one, equation 1 and equation 2, we get that limit x tends to a, f of x, plus limit x tends to a, g of x is equals to f a plus g a. And then now prove the continuity of this f plus g. For f plus g, limit x tends to a at the point a, fx plus gx. Now we can break it like limit x tends to a, f of x plus limit x tends to a, g of x. which is equals to fa plus ga from this equation. So from here I can prove that limit extends to fx plus gx, that is the f plus g function is continuous at the point a if f and g is also continuous. So now let us talk about the discontinuity of a function. When a function is not continuous, then this function is called discontinuous. There are many types when the function can be called discontinuous function, such as if both the limit exists, that is left hand limit extends to a, fx exists, and limit extends to a plus fx also exists, but limit extends to a minus, that is left hand limit is not equals to right hand limit, then the function is called discontinuous. Then the second point is, let the limit extends to a fx is not equals to the functional value of the function at the point a, then the function is called continuous, and the point a is called the point of discontinuity. Here also the point a is called the point of discontinuity. Next part, let the limit extends to a minus fx does not exist, or means when the left hand limit or right hand limit only one does not exist, then the function is completely discontinuous. Does not exist, if any one of the limit does not exist, then the function is discontinuous. And the fourth point is, if the functional value of the function at a is not defined or it is tending to infinity, then the function is discontinuous. That is, if f of a is not defined, then the function is discontinuous. And in all these types, if the function is not defined or not be if the limit does not exist at a, or when the limiting value of the function or the functional value is not equal at the point a, then the function is called discontinuous, and the point of discontinuity is the point a. So now I will do the sums on this concept. So this is the first sum on the discontinuity of the function. So this sum says that a function is defined as fx is equals to x minus 3 when x is less than or equals to 0, and it is x square when x is greater than 0. So I have to prove that the function is discontinuous at x equals to 0. So let me first take the left hand limit, that is left hand limit x tends to 0 minus f of x, which is limit x tends to 0 minus, that is less than 0. 0 minus is less than 0. So I will take this one, x minus 3. So limit x tends to 0 minus x minus 3. So by putting the value of x, I get that 0 minus 3, which is equals to minus 3. And now the right hand limit. Right hand limit x tends to 0 plus fx. So right hand limit, that is limit x tends to 0 plus, as it is 0 plus, that means it is greater than 0. So I will take this one, that is x square. So limit x tends to 0 plus x square is, by putting the value of x here, I get the value is 0. So, and the functional value that is f of 0 is equals to x minus 3 from this one, as it is less than and equals to 0. So 0 minus 3 is also minus 3. But I can see from here that left hand limit and right hand limit is not equal. So I have told that when left hand limit and right hand limit is not equal, then the function is discontinuous. As the left hand limit x tends to 0 minus fx is not equal to right hand limit x tends to 0 plus f(x), so the function is discontinuous at x equals to 0. So I have proved that the function is discontinuous at x equals to 0. So now I will move on to the next sum. This is the second question on the discontinuity. This question said that to examine the continuity of the function at x equals to 0, which is defined as fx is equals to sin 2x by 5x when x is not equals to 0 and it is 5 by 2 when x is equals to 0. So let me first find the limiting value of the function. Limit x tends to 0, that is this one, x tends to 0, that's why this is sin 2x by 5x. So I can multiply and divide by 2x, that is sin 2x by 2x into 2x by 5x. Here x and x is cancelled, so I can take 2 by 5 out of the limit, that is 2 by 5, and from here you can see that if x tends to 0, I can make it like this. If x tends to 0, 2x will also tends to 0, and if I take it 2x, then sin 2x by 2x will become 1, so I can easily find the value of this limit. So limit 2x tends to 0, sin 2x by 2x, which is equals to 2 by 5. As this one is become 1, so this is 2 by 5. And now let me find the functional value of this f of 0, which is equal to 5 by 2 from here. As is x is equals to 0, so it is 5 by 2 from here. So I can see from here that 2 by 5 is not equals to 5 by 2. That is, the limiting value is not equals to functional value. So the function is a discontinuous function. As the limiting value is not equal to the functional value at the point at x equals to 0, so the function f is discontinuous at x equals to 0. So now let's move to the next question on this concept. So this is the third sum on the discontinuity of the function. So this sum is told to find the points of discontinuity of this function, which is x square plus 6x by plus 8 by x square minus 5x plus 6. So I have to find the points of discontinuity. So let's remember. So this function is x square plus 6x plus 8 and x by divided by x square minus 5x plus 6. So I have told you that function is discontinuous when the function is not defined at the point. So if the function is not defined, that means if this part becomes 0, if this part becomes 0, then the function will tend to infinity and it will not be defined. So I can write like this: x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. If this part becomes 0, then the function will not be defined. So now by medium term making I can do x minus 3 minus 2, x minus 3 equals 0. So x minus 2 and x minus 3 equals to 0. So from here the value of x is 2 and 3. So at the points 2 and 3 this function will be discontinuous. So let me write here that at the points x equals to 2 and 3 the function fx will be discontinuous. So these are the points of discontinuity. So I hope that you can solve all type of problem on discontinuity. So that's all for today, and if you like my video, please press the like button, and please if you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section, and please share this video and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get the further notification of the videos of our channel. Thank you.